intuitive, Shogga or Progga or Pratibha, Pratibhagyan. All these types of cognitions are accepted in Indian philosophical systems. I cannot touch all, but within a short period of time, I think I don't know how much time I will get. Shubhankar,
So 1 hour,
how
sir.
much time you will?
Sir,
Yes,
1 hour, 1 hour, sir.
1 hour. Okay, thank you. So I will tell you that in our ancient time, we have so many fields of knowledge. One of the knowledge which is very much astonishing to us is a kind of pratibhagyan, which comes out of genius, pratibha. And pratibha is called pragya, it is called Navansha Pratibha. It can give you the of knowledge from time to time. And this is not sensory knowledge, but it is called extrasensory cognition. And from this, we have a great field of literature where we get this type of reflection of pratibha cognition. So when you see the book, look at the drama, or see a film, we can guess the intuitive knowledge, genius of a particular person. So which is called Kavi. Kavi is the term which is both belong to literature and philosophy. Kavi who can see the future. And in our system, our rishis who are the seer of truth can see the future. They can say whatever will be and what was and what is going on beyond the range of our sense organ through their intuitive power. This intuitive power is called pratibha, is called pragya, and this type of pratibha, those who create poetry, they have got this type of pratibha, and those who enjoy the literature, dance, everything, they are also having the same pratibha. The person who creates Kavi, this Kavi is also called the future seer, seer of the future incident. Kavi can tell what will happen in future. So this is the Kavi in both sense. Kavi in the sense of a seer and Kavi in the sense of a poet, having the power of telling something which has not yet come, will be or was and going on beyond our sense organs. So that is why they are called Kavi. And how they can see the future. Our normal sense organ fails to give you see the future until and unless you put something extra in our sense organ. That's why Jayanta Bhatto in his Nyaya Manjari told that in our Pratibha, he believed in Pratibhagyan being the follower of Kashmiri Shaivism. He follows this thing and he told this Pratibha is something extra, Otishaya. The term he used in Nyamanjari, it is Otishaya. That is our sense organ, which is found normally, is not all. Behind the sense organ, there is some hidden power, which is mentioned indirectly in the Upanishadic mantras. Shautrasya shautrang, manasya manuyat, vachyaho vachyam, shau pranasya prana, chakshusha chakshu, ratimuchya dhira, prettasman amrita bhavanti. Now, normally, it means Shotra Shotram, year of the year. Manusha Manuja, the mind of the mind. Vachaho Vacham, the speak organ of speech, is the organ of speech. Chakshusha Chakshu, eye of the eye. Normally, it may mean it is a tautology, repetitive, but it is not the tautology. The first eye means the gross eye. In the gross eye, under this there is a subtle drishti. Who can see the future? Who can see many things which cannot normally be seen by the normal sense organ. That's why it is called Chakshusha Chakshu. That means the extra power of the eye is called Brahman. Shautrasya Shautram, extra power of ear is Brahman. Extra power of the speaking organ. This extra power, in Rabindranath Tagore, he wrote a book, The Religion of Man. In The Religion of Man, he told that human being has got some surplus power. This man is surplus. He expressed his angel of surplus. Because a human being, when comes from mother's womb, it has got limited power. Just as a bird, it is taken birth in the form of an egg. There is no, in the egg, it has no liberty to go out. He is confined by cell. But as soon as the cell is broken, as soon as the outer cover of the egg is broken, he can go to the unbound sky. He has the limit, which is called the sky is the limit. So in this way, a human being has got some power of its own. And Rabindranath told in various ways, Amare tumi অশেষ করেছো এমনই লীলা তব. You have made me immeasurable. From measurable to immeasurable, there is a jump. And this jump is possible due to some pratibha knowledge which is already in man. And this pratibha knowledge can give us the knowledge of future, can give us power of writing, can give us power of writing poetry, drama. And so this is called by our rhetoricians as Karoitri Pratibha, creative genius. Creativity is not all. Those who are having communication with this power, whatever is presented in the drama, whatever is presented in the literature is shared by all the people. That is why Sarvo Samajikanam Eko Ghanata. They have got the same sense. They have got the same heart, Shadhidayata. How it is possible? Because they are having the same pratibha. This pratibha is called Bhavoitri pratibha. So Skaroitri pratibha is called creative genius, and Bhavoitri pratibha is called appreciative genius. And you know, when some film is produced, such as Satyajit Ray and others, and this film can give you some cognition. This cognition is not possible with the help of normal sense organ. It comes through some genius. That is why Pratibha is also the source of knowledge. A man can transform. When you see in Dharnaloko there is a sloka that Muni Shoko Slokottam Agata. Shoko Slokottam Agata. That is the shok, the slok, the Sanskrit poetry has come from Shoko, and which is connected with the life of Valmiki. Valmiki was not a great poet earlier. So, what? He was an ordinary human being. But when he saw the death of one of the Karliu couple being attacked by a fowler bat, and after seeing the sorrow of the couple, this sorrow he has transformed. This sorrow is not his personal. Otherwise, he would have sympathy. This shoko is impersonal, noisboktiko, lokottaro. That's why creativity comes, pratibha generated in him, and creativity has come, and spontaneously he told, Ma nishado pratishtang tamagamo shashwati shama. Yat kruncha mithunad ekam abodhi kamamahitam. This is not the creative, this is the creative poetry. And this is not created through some literature, through some normal power. It is called abnormal power. It is called power which is beyond the range of ordinary sense organ, which is called pratibhagya. So we are, my friends, we know that pratibha is not an individual's property. A man can be rishi. A man can have this pratibha knowledge. When he can get this pratibha knowledge, when his pratibha, internal genius, becomes conscious. So, Navo Unmesha Shalini Pratibha, he can create. We can have morality also. Even if you read Upanishadic tattvas, theories, you cannot have the knowledge normally until and unless you have some internal power of understanding. That is why Pratibhagyan has been accepted in the literature, is more emphasized in Kashmiri Shaivism, And this Pratibha is a feminine gender. So Kashmiri Soivaites, they call it is the mercy, it is the kripa of the goddess. So in every case, wherever there is God, there is goddess by the side, only to provide pratibha in him. So, so this pratibha is sometimes mistaken as Saraswati Devi, described as Saraswati Devi. So Valmiki has got this type of pratibha, Kalidas has got this type of pratibha, so that they can communicate whatever was there in their mind. Now, friends, this is one side of cognition which is to be brought forward. We cannot understand Indianity without having this pratibha, spiritual knowledge. Spiritual knowledge is connected with our this type of pratibha, geniusness. That's why Brahma Jnana, spiritual knowledge, is connected with this pratibha jnana. And if you see that all the kings in our country, in the ancient India, the kings were called Rajorshis. They are not normal king, but they are called Raja Kam Rishi. Only material need they don't want. What they want? Material, spiritual, religious amalgamation of all types of cognition. And Rishi, Rajorshi, here Rishi stands for that Pratibha cognition. So we can have in Manusmriti, we can see if we consult Kautilya's Arthashastra, even if we consult Nyaya Shastra, our knowledge is divided into four. What are the Viddas? They told that Annikshiki Troyi Varta Dandoniti. These are the major things to be achieved. So if you are a king, if we are in search of a justified ruler, the ruler cannot be powerful physically, but he should be powerful spiritually also. That is why he is a Rajarshi in the true sense of the term. The first one is Annikshiki. In Pratibhogyan, as I told you, there is some logic. It is not illogical. Telepathic cognition, telepathic knowledge, telepathic communication, nowadays digital communication, all these are Pratibha. And it has got some logic. Without logic, our knowledge system does not stand. That's why Annikshiki is put at the first and foremost. Annikshiki, the term is called logic. So we want to say something. We want to communicate something. But this communication is not out of nothing. It must have some logic behind it. And this logic is called Annikshiki. If I say there is a Pratibhogyan, there is a logic. If I say perception is Pramano Jesto, eldest among the Pramanas, there is a logic. Even that is why it is told Annikshiki, the term comes from the term Onniksha, Onu Iksha. Iksha means to see, Onu Iksha means subsequent viewing. Not only viewing, but subsequent viewing is called Onniksha. Whatever we have seen, whatever we have learned, must be judged with the help of our own reasoning. Without reasoning, nothing can be accepted. That is why, my friend, in Nyayo is called Annikshiki because there is no room for the blind faith. If there is though the Pratibogyan is accommodated, yet it is logically based, not illogical in the true sense of the term. So again I can say, my friend, Onu Iksha, it forms Onnikha, literally mean subsequent viewing. Pratyaksha agomabhyam ikshitasya punaranneshana. Whatever we have seen in our life has to be judged with the help of our own reasoning. Then it is called based on Annikshiki. It is called Annikshiki, Tarkovidya. Suppose when I construct a house, I must keep a balcony. We must keep the windows through which the new lights, new airs may come. So we don't need suffocation. So a shastra without logic is a suffocation without having any balcony. And if we don't have any balcony, we feel suffocated. And that thing cannot go for longer period of time. A time will come when it will be thrown to the dustbin by the logical people. In Sarvadarshan Sangraha it is told, Ekakini pratigyahi pratigyatang nasadhaye. If you have any argument of your own, if you have any decision of your own, this must not be alone, ekakini pratigya. Pratigya should not be left alone. Alone means without any argumentative base. Just as a 10-storied building stands on the pillar, so logic is the pillar on which the whole philosophical structure remains. Even in our daily life, if say somebody says illogical, we do not take it for granted. That's why Annikshiki is called Tarkovidya. And Ekakini Pratigyahi Pratigyatam Nasadayet. From this we can say that only argumentation that can substantiate the conclusion. So we know we have Sharthanuman, we have Padarthanuman. Padarthanuman starts with Parvato Vanniman and end also with Parvato Vanniman. In between there are so many steps. Parvato Vanniman Dhomak Yatra Dhomas Tatra Vanni Vannibhappo Dhumobanayang Parvato, all these things. And ultimately we draw the conclusion, Parvato Vanniman. Conclusion and the presupposition is the same. In between, there are certain steps of logic. It is padarthe, not for me. It is to make others understand that whatever I am telling is not illogical. Akakini. It is not akakini. So in this way, we can say Annikshiki is Pradeepa Sarva Shastranam. It can be compared with lamp of all Shastras. Shastra means what can give us teaching. It comes from the word, from the verb shash. Shasti iti shastra. So, if something gives us some training, it must need some logic. Without logic, they cannot teach the modern generation people, even the foolish people. Without logic, a foolish cannot also act. So it is said, "Na mandopi pravartate, prayojanam anuddishya, na mandopi pravartate." Even the blind person cannot engage to certain work without knowing its necessity. So that is why, my friends, we can tell that Pradipa Sarva Shastranam, this logic is the lamp of all Shastras. It can show you the path so that you are not distorted from the path. Upaya Sarva Karmana. Whenever you are doing certain activities, these activities also presupposes some reasoning. Ishta sadhanata gyan, then there is pravritti. Anishta sadhanata gyan, then there is nivritti. If neither pravritti or nivritti, then upeksha buddhi may come into being. So pravritti is not unnecessarily. Everything has got some logic. Now we can tell, that this Pradipa Sarva Shastranam, Upaya Sarva Karmanam, Asrayo Sarva Dharmanam, even the moral teachings, they need some logic. Morality cannot tell you something which is without any logic. Shashad Annikshiki Mata. That's why Annikshiki is put at the very beginning. And you will be happy. You will never be deceived by other person if you have own justification with you, justificatory reasonings with you. That's why it is called so important thing in our knowledge system. Next comes Annikshiki Troi. What is the utility of Troi? Troi means Riksham Joju. Atharva is later added. When this was formulated, three Vedas were popular. So, Riksham Joju, what are the utility of this? They can give you moral teaching. Whatever you are logical, whatever you have money. My friend was telling dharma, artha, kam, moksha, chaturvarga phala prapti. At first there is dharma, and then there is dharma, artha, kam, and moksha. So among the three varga, dharma is the primary thing. Because if you are illogical, if you are immoral, then money will be attained through immoral means, through bribings. And if you get money through bribing, then it is called dharma viruddha artha. not dharmo aviruddha. If you abuse your desire, if you abuse yourself to get to fulfill some desire, if you take some wrong path to fulfill your desire, then it is called kamo. Dharma viruddha kamo. Dharma viruddha kamo. Sri Krishna told, if your calm is according to righteousness, dharma, morality, then I am equivalent to that. Dharma viruddho kamoshmi. I am that person who is just like a desire as unopposed to the morality. Desire opposite to morality is always censorable, blamable. But if your desire, if you earn money in the moral means, then you have no problem at all. So, second is Troi. How can you know which is moral and which is immoral? Our Mimamsa told, Jaimini Dharma Shastra, they are telling Mimamsa Dharma Shastra that vidhis are there, nishedhos are there. If you maintain vidhi, it is according to the Shastras. Then you can tell that you are following dharma. So it is told Vidhivakko is the dharma because it is non-verifiable. If it is told that it is good, you have to accept it is good. So without Vedic literature, morality does not come. In Upanishad, it is told Sreyo and Preyo, both are there. And one should take Sreyo, not Preyo. Preyo is pleasant, Sreyo is good. So it is Veda who can give us the teaching of good and pleasurable. Pleasurable is not to be accepted, good is always accepted. This Upanishad tells us, Takteina Bhunjita, you enjoy through renunciation, you enjoy through sacrifice. And if you enjoy through sacrifice, then it is real enjoyment. Just like our mother. Our mother, however poor she may be, she collect food and give all the food to his children. When the children are taking food, mother is empty stomach. Mother has no good thing to be proud of. Still she is finding satisfaction because her her children are enjoying. And we know in Upanishad there is a metaphor of two birds, Da Suparna. One bird is enjoying the palatable food, another bird is looking towards the bird and enjoying. So the mother bird is looking, seeing, it is called meta enjoyment, enjoyment over enjoyment. And the first bird is his children, child. So this is in West, nobody tell you Taktena Bhunjita that you enjoy through renunciation. They will tell you renunciation and enjoyment are completely opposite to each other, contradictory to each other. But our India proudly told you that you can enjoy, even you sacrifice. This is moral things. You get it from the Troy, Veda Troya, or Veda Chaturvida Veda. It is told in our Upanishad, Matridevo Bhavo, you consider your mother as goddess. Pitrideva Bhavo, you consider father as your god. Had it been really, there would not have been any Vidhasrama nowadays. Now man are becoming immoral. That's why they cannot think mother as goddess, father as god. Not to say about Acharya Devo Bhava. You considered your teacher as a god. Teacher means Acharya, one who practicing teacher. So there are so many synonymous terms. Upadhyaya is there, Adhyapaka is there, and Acharya is also there. Acharya, the term comes from the practicing teacher. You will practice, then tell other that you do it. One mother told to Guru that my son is addicted to sweet. Maharaj, please tell him not to take food. That Guru told, yes, you bring your son after 10 days. After 10 days, mother went to him. He told, you should not take too much sweet beta because it is very injurious to health. Mother was annoyed. Asked Guru, you could have told this that day. Why you have brought me here again after 10 days? Then Guru told that at that time I myself was addicted to sweets. So I had no moral courage to tell your son not to take sweet. So now I have left sweet and I have attained the moral courage. Such is the nature of Acharya. Then Otithi Devo Bhavo, one who comes without any appointment, is called Otithi. No guest you will see. Without appointment, if you go somebody's house, he will be annoyed, his family members will be annoyed. Now Vivekananda added tool, Daridra Devo Bhavo, Murkha Devo Bhavo. They are also to tantamount to God. Again in Upanishad, how to maintain courtesy. This Upanishad has given us training. What they told? They told whenever you give something to someone, you give it nicely. Don't throw it because it is not good in our customs. So, Shraddhaya Deyam, Ashraddhaya no Deyam. All these things are morality. And if you don't read the Vedas, you won't be touched with, you won't be related with moral systems. And if you are immoral, dharma bhrashta, then you are not eligible for the king. Then Troyi Varta Danda Niti. Varta is another thing. Material need. If I want to be the king, I must keep my projas in good health. For agriculture, Matsya and Pashupalan. These three are called technically. Agriculture, you know the story of India. Earlier king, they went elsewhere for doing so Vanisya with agriculture, Pashupalan, animal husbandry is still there. So it can generate a revenue. You can get taxes from that, and you can make the subjects happy. And last one is Danduniti. There was no court system, separate court system. King was, as the king was also rishi, not only powerful by forces, but powerful by morality and powerful by other things. So that is why, hello,
Yes, sir. You are audible, sir.
Audible, sir.
hello, audible?
Yeah,
Audible, sir.
yeah, sir. You are audible, sir.
Okay. Just
Yes, sir, audible, sir, audible.
5-6 minutes, please. So after that, they are also dandoniti. They can hold the punishment system. And dando, the term come from in Hindi, it is called danda, lati, stick. So you need stick, otherwise Matsonnai will come here in the kingdom. So king should protect Matsonnai so that the less powerful people are always tortured by the more powerful people. That's why Dandoniti. If there is a Tikno Dando, then it will create agitation among the subject. If there is a Loghu Dando, then the punishment will have no meaning. That's why king should know which dando, which punishment has to be given to the people who are doing the immoral work. What type of immoral work? Parastri apaharanam. This is evidenced. And kitrimo lekhakaro. We got the evidence. Forge dalil. Who write? And punishment was also, the capital punishment was also given at that time. That is called a kind of punishment. So the king should have balanced. He should have logical faculty, should have moral faculty, should have economic faculty, power, and also power of law. Because law is something which is fundamental for protecting the people in our country. That's why in our knowledge system, logic is there, moral teaching is there, commerce is there, animal husbandry is there, agriculture is there, and also law is there. So friends, this is our knowledge system. We are more interested in the ways of knowing. Pratyaksha, Anuman, Upaman, Shabdo, Arthapatti, Anupalapti, etc. and etc. But I have highlighted two things, five new ways of knowing. First one, I have given some idea about Pratibhogyan, which is very important. Then I have given the Anikshiki as a Vidya, Troyi as a Vidya, Varta as a Vidya, and lastly, Dandoniti as a Vidya. So I am happy to all of you for meeting here. If you have any query, you may feel free to ask me questions. Thank you very much.
Thank
you, sir. Such a wonderful session, sir. Wonderful.
Okay, thank you.
Elaborately given the detail in our Indian knowledge system. Thank you. Thank you once again, sir.
Thank you.
Any question, anyone?
Yes.
Okay, sir. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite respected Guruji, Dr. K. Dharan, for voter thanks.
So I can take leave from you with a
Just,
great respect to all of you.
sir,
Thank
just,
you very much.
sir, just 1 minute, sir. Just 1 minute. Just 1 minute. Guruji.
हाँ
Hmm.
नमस्ते
हाँ
प्रोफेसर
नमस्ते जी।
नमस्कार सर रघुनाथ
हाँ
जी
नमस्कार नमस्कार।
नमस्कार
हाँ,
नमस्कार नमस्कार आपके द्वारा हमारे भारतीय ज्ञान परंपरा के अंतर्गत जो एक सूक्ष्म विषय है उस पर जो प्रकाश डाला है अर्थात जो प्रातिभम ज्ञानम
हाँ हाँ
उसकी महत्ता क्या है
हाँ
का स्थान दर्शन एवं काव्यशास्त्र एवं वैदिक वाङ्मय में भी इसका स्थान क्या है आपने एक नई ढंग से यहाँ प्रस्तुत किया है क्योंकि प्रोफेसर घोष जी
हाँ
दर्शन के मर्मज्ञ हैं इसलिए तो वहां से लेकर वैदिक वाङ्मय से लेकर काव्य शास्त्र तक प्रतिभा ज्ञान कहाँ कहाँ किस रूप में वह प्रचारित प्रसारित है उस पर हमें प्रकाश डाला है ऐसे ऐसे होकर अन्वीक्षिकी जो विद्या है उस अन्वीक्ष जो अन्वीक्षा जो शब्द है उसका निर्वचन और उसका जो लक्ष्य है इंटेंशन और उसका प्रयोग हमारे दैनंदिन व्यवहार में भी कैसे होता है
हाँ
यहाँ हमें एक सरल ढंग से सोदाहरण उन्होंने निरूपण किया है एवं चलते चलते धर्म के बारे में धर्म है क्या है उसकी परिभाषा क्या है और आज हमारा योग्य आदरणीय धर्म क्या है उसके लिए उन्होंने सुलभता की दृष्टि से हमें अनुग्रहित किया है आशा है आप जैसे बड़े दर्शन क्षेत्र के मर्मज्ञ हैं एवं ज्ञान क्षेत्र में प्रसिद्ध प्रबुद्ध वृद्ध विद्वान हैं आप जैसे लोगों का हमेशा इस तरह का जो कार्यक्रम होते जा रहा है इसमें अवश्य आपका अनुग्रह हमेशा कामनीय है
हाँ जरूर सर जरूर।
आप लोग समय समय पर